A very warm welcome to all of you in this daily morning live meditation session with me, Dhyanse. We start every morning with 30 minutes of spiritual contemplation, of meditation, of moving one step closer to inner silence, to peace, to tranquility, to happiness, to fulfillment, and putting our life slightly back in order. We in this series are right now going through the 7 points of mind training by Atisha. It is a Tibetan Buddhistic practice called Lojong, and we are on point number 4, where Atisha is talking about how we can take meditation to our life. Not just to the moments of the practice, but what does this mean for our entire life? What do we get out of meditation that spans our entire life? So he says there are 5 strengths that we develop through meditation, and these 5 strengths we take not only in the time of our practice, we don't only experience in our practice, but also this is something of value that can be taken for our entire life. These 5 strengths are truth, silence, awareness, love, and energy. We already meditated on truth, on silence in the past couple of days. Today is the turn of love. Yes, love is the answer. We all know it. If we look at the situations in the world today, how and what we are experiencing and what are the solutions that we come up with to address those problems, deep down we know love is the answer. We know love is the answer to all what we are facing, not only as an individual, but also collectively as society, as humanity, as these beings on this planet. But why do we need to be reminded of this? Why can't we execute on love? Where is the problem? Where is the barrier? The barrier is the mind. We have learned to live so much in the mind that we never step out of the mind. And we have made a taboo, as if stepping out of the mind is madness. Stepping out of the mind is something bad. On the contrary, if you see all our experiences, if you map out throughout our life and map out all your experiences that you had, whether they rose out of the rationality or they rose out of the irrational part of our life, you will see that the functional experiences of life, how to go out of the house, how to work, how to cook, how to do other things, just the functional aspects of life, they are more supported by the rationality. But when it comes to the most beautiful experiences of our life, they're all rooted in irrationality. You never imagined, you never had planned, you never had rationalized the most beautiful moments of your life. They came from somewhere. They came from somewhere in moments when you were not caught in rationality. And this experience of our life is this divided into what rises from the rational and what rises from the irrational. Somehow we have forced ourselves to be addicted to the rational. We are so much stuck in the rational, which we call as the mind, which we call as the intellect, that we never step out of it. We never consciously step out of it. If the situation is such that it generates love in you, it generates the irrational components of your being, then you experience love, then you experience all the beautiful things of life, but you never consciously step out of the rational. So meditation is one practice where you put yourself not only in silence, not only in awareness, but you step out of the mind, which means to take distance from your thinking, from your emotions, from everything that is going on in your mind, the contents of your mind, all the rational calculations that are constantly going on about your day, about your life, about your problems, about everything else. To take a step back, to step out of those rational calculations and step it into the irrational, step into your heart. The heart is the driver of the irrational. The heart is the seat of the irrational. Just to understand it as a part of a framework, you can say that mind is the seat of the rational and heart is the seat of the irrational. So we know love is the answer, but we are not executing on it because we are not driving our life out of our heart. We are only driving ourselves out of the mind, and there has to be a chance given to ourselves, to our heart, to once again unfold and show us the way in matters which must be dealt with the heart, in matters which must be dealt with love. There are aspects of life where rationality is needed, but for most of the aspects and experiences of our life, we don't need the rational. We put the rationals in their place, we put the mind in its place, which is at rest, and we let the heart throb and thrive, so that our spirit, which is also somewhat close to being dead, is also revived and empowers our heart to go out and connect to the whole world, to be with the whole world, to not experience oneself as only just the individual, but through a love and its connection and the power of its connection, experience the whole world. How we are going to bring this into our meditation today? The first thing we will do is to step down from head to the heart. Whenever we say, where are we always point towards the head. We need to step down from head to the heart, meaning even on the physical map of who we are, we bring our awareness from the head to the heart. This is just for our awareness that is constantly involved in thoughts, constantly involved in the activities of our mind, to settle and to find a place away from the mind into the heart. So you'll bring your awareness into the heart region. You will hold that awareness into the heart region for a few minutes, let it settle naturally, and then you'll imagine that the love that you're tuning into your heart, a slow opening, unfolding, flowering of some kind is happening in your heart. If you want to imagine it as an energy center opening up, you can imagine that. If you want to imagine a flower unfolding its petals very slowly and the fragrance of it is spreading outwards into the world in all directions, you can imagine that. All these are imaginations that are just a way to capture our mind, to capture all our energies into this process. So the process is not important, but the experience of the process is important. Follow the process to induce this experience in yourself, to tune into your heart, to tune into your love, and to unfold this love, to open up your heart, so that once again you not only are seated in your heart, but also you have the chance to radiate this love in connection to the rest of the world, to spread the peace of your heart to the peace into the world, much needed peace that we all as humanity are missing in the ways we are living. So take this moment, take this chance of meditation to not only bring love and peace to yourself, but to everyone else. With that, let's close our eyes. Sit in a posture that is comfortable and upright. Shoulders down, head straight, face relaxed. And allow yourself to come in this moment. Your awareness to settle inwards. Your senses to calm down. Your breath to restore its natural flow. Notice your awareness is somewhat in the head, in your thoughts, in your mind. Allow this awareness to gently move towards your heart region, towards the center in your heart. Give yourself time for the energies to settle at their own pace, to move away from the head, move away from the thoughts, move away from the mind, towards your heart region. Awareness nowhere else but your heart region, drawing all the energy from all different directions into the center of your heart region, into the middle of your chest. With every breath, energy drawn from all different directions into your heart region. Hold this awareness at your heart region until it becomes effortless, until it becomes natural to stay at your heart region in the middle of your chest, at your heart center. Notice a sense of peace, a taste of love, arising out of your heart region. Tune into this peace, love, this very subtle energy that you feel in your heart region as you allow your awareness to settle there more and more. Now imagine this energy, this center of energy at your heart region is slowly unfolding, expanding. Very slowly it opens up. With every breath, the heart center, from where you feel the love, the peace, unfolds, expands. Like the petals of a rose flower, unfolding on its own, one by one. Draw this sense of peace, love into your senses, from your heart to your senses. What you see in front of your closed eyes, see it with a sense of peace and love. What you taste in your mouth, taste it with a sense of peace and love. What you smell, peace and love. What you hear, hear it with peace and love rising out of your heart. What you feel on your skin, feel it with a sense of peace and love arising out of your heart. Let your entire being be filled with love and peace arising out of your heart. And this love and peace radiating outwards in the whole world, from your heart to the whole world. From your heart to the whole world. If you wish to sit longer in this silence, in this awareness, in this peace, keep your eyes closed and dive within, let go of everything and dive deep in silence. Otherwise, very gently and slowly, you may open your eyes while maintaining this fresh awareness, this silence, peace and love arising out of your heart, radiating into the whole world. Maintain this sense throughout your day. Yes, love is the answer. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central European Time. Namaste.